everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Red Roses. Long time no see. Long time no see. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that I want to talk about before I get into this video. This video is going to be a movie review video, but I want to say a couple things before I get into this. Being that I've been absent from my channel for some time, and that's just simply because I went on vacation. You know, I took a load off and I decided not to do. I mean, I had it in my mind. I thought that while I was on vacation, you know, maybe I could do another video, but things changed. You know, I got really lazy, and you know that's what vacation is supposed to do. You're supposed to relax. So yeah, I kind of like took a load off, just laid back for a while, had some fun, and yeah. But now I am back. That's pretty much all that matters to me. I am back now, and this video is long overdue. It was actually supposed to be done weeks ago, actually, like right after I did my last video, which was the original Pet Sematary review. And this video is a review of the new Pet Sematary, which is basically the remake, which I've seen already, and I have so many thoughts about this remake. But yeah, I just wanted to let that be known that I've been relaxing. That's why I haven't, I'm not going to tell you too much in detail, but just know that I have been like on vacation, and it's okay to take a load off. It's okay to just take a few days off or a week or so to relax. I know I've been away for like weeks now. Like, I know that now. But I am back with another movie review, and there's just so much I would like to catch up on, making new videos about so many things. Like, oh my gosh, like I have gotten so many ideas these past weeks through me not making a new video, an updated video. I've gotten so many new ideas for new videos now. So anyway, without further ado, I'm just gonna get into this review. So yeah, I went to go see Pet Sematary, the remake, like I said, weeks ago, and I already had in my mind that I wanted to do it, but I just never got to it. But so now I'm doing it now. It's probably like really late for that, but whatever. I'm doing it now, and I said I was gonna do it, so I'm doing it. So first things first about this remake. Oh my gosh. This review is just gonna be a review of this movie, and then I'm gonna make another review, a spoiler review, for those who want spoilers. If you still haven't seen it, which I'm pretty sure by now you all have, if you subscribe to my channel. But at any rate, I'm just gonna get into this review. So, Pet Sematary. First off about this remake is this movie is nothing like the original. Okay, it is nothing like the original. I have so much respect for the original that it's for this remake. I don't like it more than I like the original better. I like the original better, for many reasons. There's this thing with these remakes that I don't know nowadays. I think this is the era of remakes, where like the remakes that come out now are really altered. Like, they change everything, like everything from the original. Like, to me, okay, a remake, okay, if you're gonna make a remake, you can make changes, because that is what a remake is supposed to have. It's supposed to have some sort of change with the oh quick crap, there's something in my eye. Oh. There is supposed to be some change, but like, I don't feel like you should make that much change to a remake. Like, to some degree it's supposed to like still like resonate with the original in some sort of way, and I feel like with Pet Sematary it really didn't do a good job with doing that. Now, When I say this movie is full of changes, it's full of them. Like, full of them. And I remember first seeing like the Pet Sematary trailer. There was spoilers in the trailer. So many spoilers. It's like, well, okay, they just gave away so many things that were gonna happen in the movie. It's still, I don't even understand why remakes are like this. Like, I don't understand why. And to me, Pet Sematary, it being such a popular horror movie, and you know, one of Stephen King's best horror stories, horror novels that was made into a film. I feel like it's probably one of the best he's ever had. And this story actually scares Stephen King. So he said Pet Sematary is like hands down one of his most scary stories he's ever created. So, you know, it's being that it's such a classic horror movie, and it's so iconic. It's so iconic. So much is taken away from it in this remake. So much. Now, on a positive note, the acting was really good. I'm not saying like, you know, the acting was bad. That the acting was pretty good. Okay, it was very believable, very realistic in some scenes, but in other scenes, certain things didn't work. Now, one thing I will say, I think the best thing about this entire movie is Church. You know, this cat throughout this movie is probably the most scariest thing in this movie. I really didn't find any. I mean, other things were scary in this movie, but I feel like just Church was the scariest thing, because this cat was literally around every corner, and just like there was just so many scary moments with this cat, and you know, it's just, oh my gosh. I think, okay, I like what they did with the cat. Okay, I feel like that entire situation, what they did with Church, I really love what they did with him. And as far as like makeup effects go, how they made him look. Okay, first he was just fun-loving, just really friendly family cat, and you know, he unfortunately get ran over by a truck, and he's revived, or no, brung back to life through the Indian burial ground that, you know, Judd and Lewis, you know, buries him, geez, I can't talk, buries him, and, you know, of course he comes back. Now, this story, we all know this story. If you guys haven't seen Pet Sematary, the story is about a family who moves to Maine, and they move in, they're very happy and everything, and, you know, it's the same storyline. It's the same storyline, I will say, with this remake. It is the same storyline. Yeah, they move to this house, and there's, you know, behind or in their backyard, but like beyond their backyard, there's like this pet cemetery. But even beyond that, there's this Indian burial ground where, you know, you basically bury living things there, and they come back to life, but they don't come back the same. Hint, hint, they come back evil. They're possessed, okay? They come back really evil, wanting to kill people, wanting to kill you. So, yeah, that's basically the whole thing of the story, but there's so many other things that are thrown in here. I'm gonna talk about the characters in this remake, just like, you know, character from character. One, Lewis, and I feel like I want to talk about these characters because I feel like in the original, these characters were done so well, and the actors who played these characters were, like, really played them to the T, and it made it so believable and so realistic and so scary. But I'm gonna talk about these characters in the remake, which makes it so much more different. Okay, for me, when I saw these character portrayals by these actors who are playing them, Jason Clarke, who plays Lewis, I do not remember the woman who plays the mother, Rachel. I don't remember her name, but, you know, she plays her, and, oh gosh, what is his name? Jesus, I can't remember. The guy who plays Judd in this remake. Oh, why can't I remember names? I forget his name, but, Jesus, I thought I knew his name. Okay, yeah, he plays Judd, and, you know, I forgot the girl's name who plays Ellie. too, which is the daughter. And I forgot the little boy who plays Gage. Yeah, I forget most of their names, but I'm just gonna go character from character. So first of all, Lewis, the dad, the father of this family. You know, to me, yes, his acting was pretty good. He did a great job. But I feel like in some scenes though, even towards like the end of the movie, which I'm not gonna spoil, I'm gonna say that for the spoiler review, I just feel like everything was so rushed. And I think that's a thing with horror movies these days, like it's so rushed, like you just rushed. Like you didn't even take the essence of the movie. You just threw these things like, and another thing with the jump scares, jump scares wasn't really that, I kind of saw them coming a mile away. Okay, there were creepy moments in this movie, I'm not gonna lie. There were creepy moments, okay, that had me on the edge of my seat. And actually, I felt kind of like, I was like this in the theater. Like I was literally like this. Like I was holding my arms, okay? Not just because it was cold in there, but it was, I felt like tight in some scenes. And I like that this movie could still make me feel that way, like I did watching the original. So, but I feel like the father, Jason Clarke, I feel like he played him really well in some scenes, and in others not so much. I'm not gonna get into those scenes, but yeah, that's my thoughts on him. Rachel, they still have Rachel, who's the mother of this family. I like that they still kept that backstory with her, her sister Zelda, who was dead, but she's pretty much haunted her whole life because she's creepy as crap. She is creepy. Okay, no. Yeah, no, this is gonna sound really wrong, but I can kind of like, I can only imagine what she was going through trying to take care of her sister like that, and she was like so, she was in pain, but at the same time, it's like, ew, like, ew. She wanted her dead, but, yeah. Zelda is pretty creepy in this movie, even though she's not shown that much in the way that I want her to be shown. It was even shown in the trailer. Like, I remember in the trailer, that one scene in the trailer, that one part where she's crawling in the hallway, I have no idea why that wasn't in the movie.
Why would they put that in the movie? That would have been so scary.
I would have been scared, okay, if they put that in the movie. Why didn't they? I don't know. They probably cut it out for some reason. You know, there's so many things that could have made this movie better, but it just didn't happen for some reason. I don't know. And the utmost change in this movie that I kind of already knew through the trailer. I didn't kind of know, I already did know through the trailer. It's given away that that Gage doesn't die. His older sister does, Ellie. She dies instead. So that's kind of given away, like, right off the bat in the trailer. No, that's not how you do it. That's never how you do it. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. You never do that with a movie and you're trying to, like, tease the audience, but don't tease them too much. You know, don't give away the most important part of the movie. You know, I would have really liked it if they hadn't, like, I remember the very first trailer that came out, it didn't even show, you know, too much of what was going on. I think it was the second trailer where I found out that, you know, the girl was gonna be the one who gets ran over by the truck. But I think in the very first trailer of this remake, it was I actually liked the very first trailer. It was very, like, subtle and creepy, but it didn't give away too much. But I feel like in the second trailer it did, and I'm just like, why do they do that? Why? But, you know, it is what it is, and, you know, I heard a lot of people really like this movie, you know, for what it is. You know, if you take away, if you separate it from the original and see it as its own thing, then, you know, I guess you could really, like, accept it for what it is and really like it. And I guess I could too if I only watched it once. If I watched it again, I don't know, maybe I'll feel different about it. But watching it for the first time, there were things in the movie that I just didn't agree with, and that really, like, just the changes. It's the changes. It's definitely the changes. And even how it ended, I mean, that was actually sad how it ended, but it was still like, no, I really didn't. It was pretty much like done. Like, that's heartbreaking at the end, but at the same time, I don't even know. I can't explain how I feel about it. Like, I literally can't explain it, but it's so much. I got off track. Okay, I'm gonna continue with the characters. One character in here, wow, I just thought of him. Pascal. If you guys don't remember the character of Victor Pascal, he was the this guy that got ran over, a student who got ran over by a car, and he got messed up real bad, you know, like his freaking head, like you can see his brain, and he's like all messed up, and you know, he's on the verge of death, and he ends up dying. But you know, if you guys remember Lewis, the father figure in this movie, he is also a doctor, and you know, he was trying to save his life but failed, you know, and he felt really bad about it. But you know, it's almost as if Pascal is like his conscience, and in the original, I remember Pascal being like this really special character in this movie because he's literally trying to help Lewis, and it's kind of like a it's a nod to Lewis, because you know, Lewis tried to save him, so now Pascal was simply returning the favor, trying to save Lewis. You know, it's very genuine, very honorable, and that's why I really like Victor Pascal. But it feels like, I'm gonna say, it feels like in this remake he wasn't as important. You know, he was kind of just put in a couple scenes and then gone for most of the entire, like for most of the movie. You don't see him, and then he comes back, and then but it's just like for a short period of time. Like, he doesn't even get that much screen time, and that made me kind of upset. Like, that would, because he's such a special character. I don't understand why they didn't put, I don't even understand. And I don't get it. See, they should have like really worked with his character more, because the way he was portrayed in Stephen King's novel, the way he was portrayed in the original, Stephen King did this so well. And even, you know, Mary Lambert, who directed the original, she was able to fit all this stuff into this movie, you know, trying to mirror it as much as the novel. And she did it in such a great way. Like, how she like basically laid out everything in this movie in perfect settings and times, and everything was just like perfect in the original. But I just feel like, you know, Pascal wasn't that important. He was just kind of like a side character to me, which when in the original, I didn't feel like he was he was a side character, but I feel like he was more important. Like, I felt like he was a big help. I don't know, he just felt like this really special essence in this movie. He's even on the cover of the original Pet Sematary cover movie poster. His, you know, his eyes over that, like, you know, the barrier, and then church, like right there. Yeah. You know, I felt like he was very important. And the fact that he wasn't portrayed as important in the remake kind of took away the goodness and the like quality of the story as a whole. So I you know, I wasn't too happy with that. And I really wasn't too happy with that. But I will say that I did love this. I really like what really got me in the scene where, you know, they brung in Pascal in the remake, and you know, he was all messed up, and you know, what really like got me was how real that blood looked in his head. Like, the makeup effects they did with him was really good, because he looked so real. Like, his brain was showing, like he was just bleeding his eye. Oh my gosh, it looks so real. So that's a nod to you guys. You know, whoever was charged those special effects, makeup effects, you did a great job with his head, you know, making over Pascal, you know. And it kind of felt weird and awkward every time he would pop in because, you know, he wasn't there for most of the time. I would have really appreciated if he was more, if Pascal was given more of a greater role in the remake, rather than just being like this sort of thing. Like, he was just this thing, whereas in the original, he served as Lewis's sort of like conscience or something, you know, telling him what's wrong and right, like the right thing to do, what you should and shouldn't do. You know, he kind of serves as that. Basically, you know, trying to advise him, trying to help him out, and warn him about what the heck is behind their house and what the heck will freaking ruin your family, ruin your life, okay, or kill, just danger, okay? He was basically warning them of the dangers that they were living by, okay? So, you know, he was a very important character to me. So yeah, that's one thing about Pascal. And Judd, let's get to Judd. One thing that really irritated me in this movie is that the guy who plays Judd in the remake, he doesn't, when he said sometimes dead is when he's, you know, the classic line, sometimes dead is better, he doesn't say it like sometimes dead is better. He doesn't say it like the original. He just says sometimes dead is better. Like, no, it's better. It's a it's not it's And that kind of irritated me. Like, I don't even know, the smallest things will really literally set me off in a movie. Like, but at the end of the day, you know, I will still be able to accept it. I will still be able to, like, see it for what it is, I guess. If I watch it again, and maybe not, I don't even know. But I just didn't like that they didn't do that. Like, why didn't they do that? Why didn't they just add that in there, just the nod? And another thing, there's like this scene, oh my gosh, no wait, I can't tell you about the scene, I'm gonna save that for the spoiler. But there's this scene that literally gives away, no, it was already portrayed in the trailer, and it was shown in the movie. Now, what's this scene, and I think you guys know what the scene that I'm about to mention is about, you know, like what this scene is. In the trailer, I don't know, the scene where Ellie, who has died from getting ran over by a truck and is coming back evil and everything, and she sees Judd, you know, and, you know, she tries to basically kill him, and that part where, you know, she slices his Achilles heel, which is basically an homage to the original, where Gage slit or cut or whatever his Achilles, Judd's Achilles heel. That's a nod to that. But the way that scene was done was so stupid to me. Like he was literally standing in this room, in this like bedroom. Yes, okay. You know what? I can't. I'm spoiling it. I'm sorry. This is the first spoiler, the only spoiler, but there will be more spoilers. The ultimate spoilers will be in my next review. He was literally standing in this room, and like the camera, they did this stuff on purpose, and I don't understand for the life of me why. They were panning, the camera pans to his foot, you know, his Achilles heel all up close and personal, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just kicks the bed. He just kicks it like, oh, I know you're not under there. Like, you're under there. Are you under there? Like, what? I can see what they were trying to do. Okay, I can see what they're trying to do. But that just let me know that they wanted to do something different. Yeah, we're not doing that thing where he sliced up. We're gonna do something different. I don't know why they did that still, because it kind of felt, I didn't really like that. That part was kind of cheesy to me. That was cheese, but you know, that part still is like cringy. Not in the cheese like cringe, but it's like oh my gosh, that's you know. When, you know, she slices his Achilles heel, you know, that part is always you always at it. Like, that's like the most sensitive part of your body. I would think so, yeah. most sensitive, and it's so it's so painful to get like hurt right there in some way. It's so painful. I can only imagine how painful that is. But like I said, I say my favorite character in this entire movie is Church. Everybody else was kind of to me. Gage of course was the best. Like Gage, he's so cute. Of course, I really love that this little baby actor who's playing Gage in the remake actually sort of looks like Miko Hughes when he was playing Gage in the original. I like that. That actually, like, oh wow, you know, and you know they do a lot of, but this entire movie was filled with scares that really didn't, like, was scary but not. It just felt awkward. Like there was awkward scares to me. It felt awkward, and there was a lot of good things going on in this movie, but then there will be something that is completely like, oh, yep.
Just go. Just go.
That makes no sense. And then I was like, what? I just rolled my eyes like, okay, moving on, moving right along. You know, there's a lot of that got on my nerve watching this movie. But at any rate, I kind of enjoyed it. Though I did kind of enjoy it, because you know it's always nice to see something new, even though if it's not done the way you thought it would be done. I thought it was different. I thought it was a different take on Stephen King's novel Pet Sematary. But I would always love the original better. Like more than anything. I would probably give this movie a 5, maybe a 4 out of 10. Yeah, maybe being harsh. I'm sorry.
Not sorry.
I think that this it's a remake. I mean, what else could you expect? There's so many other remakes coming out though in the future that I actually can't wait for, like Candyman. I can't wait for that, and the fact that Jordan Peele's making that, I can't wait for that. I'll actually do a review on, maybe like a news review about that. But yeah, I felt iffy on this movie. You guys tell me what you guys think in the comment. Like, did you like the new Pet Sematary? Did you not like it? What was your favorite part about it? Who's your favorite character? Please let me know in the comments. Like, tell me what you guys think about this movie. Do you like the original better or do you not? Yeah, but at any rate, tell me your opinions. I would really be glad to respond to them and get to, to like chat with you guys about like this movie and how, what you thought about it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end this review. I think one thing that this movie really lacked overall was originality. I get that they were trying to be original in their own little way, trying to like change the story up a little bit, which okay, that's what a remake is supposed to do, change it up a little bit. But to me, I don't know, maybe that's just why I'm not a fan of remakes, because there's too many changes, and I can accept change, just not too much. A part of the originality still has to be there. And I had the same problem with the Child's Play remake. Like, I'm not for this remake, that remake at all. I really not. I'm sure a lot of people aren't either after they see those pictures of that thing, okay? I mean, that's not even, like, I'm gonna make a video about that too. Yep, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. You guys seen the new pics, okay? You've seen the new pics of the promo pics of, the new Child's Play remake, and I will tell you, I will get in detail about how I feel about those pictures and this remake, which I've pretty much already like given my total opinion, and really like the ranting just goes on and on. I feel like it's really draining talking about it because I don't like the idea at all, but I'll still be glad to talk about it though. It's no biggie. I can't stand remakes. I really can't. So without further ado, you guys, I'm just gonna end this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment what you think again about what you think about the remake of Pet Sematary. I really love to hear your thoughts. So yeah, if you want to see new videos from me, subscribe for new content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.